What's happening, people? Welcome to the Mental Nutrition Revolution. Wanted to do a video about fasting and the effects on the brain. And it's for me, it's its best trick. Like when you look at all the things that it's good for and the boxes that it ticks, then it's a multi-angled healing mechanism on your brain health. I mean, it's great, obviously, for other things in the body. Superb, I love it. There's so much I love about it. I mean, it's free as well. So with the brain speciality stuff, I think the main thing is stem cells, because people pay a fortune for these stem cells, and with fasting, you kind of make your own after about 3 or 4 days. And the longer you go, like obviously, the more you make, and the better the healing. And alongside these stem cells, you've also got the inflammation factor coming down, because inflammation is one of the things that I personally notice triggers a lot of mental health, a bad mental health for me personally when I don't control it. And fasting is definitely one of the best tools available for lowering inflammation, and especially an extended fast. But also with the inflammation, intermittent fasting is great for keeping your inflammation low. I'd say if you've got like an inflammation problem, a long fast will get it right down, and you can maintain it with the intermittent fasting after that ongoing. And by doing one every year, or if people do every 3 months or something like that, maybe even one a month, it just keeps that inflammation low, the chronic inflammation, and it keeps on top of it with the intermittent fasting. And if you include the fasting, you can have 1 day a week. A lot of people do as well. I mean, I know a good one that I'd like to get into myself, but I never have, is 1 day a week, 3 days a month, and then every 3 or 4 months do a week, and then every few years do a really long one, because I think they all bring different benefits. Because there's also the brain repair factor, and that's another thing which is super healing for the brain, and all kinds of mechanisms going on there. And then there's the autophagy, which basically cleans up the mess, do you know what I mean? And old dead cells, renew cells. It's just so multifaceted for the brain. And I personally did I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 dry fasts. I had it documented, but I lost it when my Facebook got deleted. And afterwards, my mental health vastly improved. Me cognitive, I was on form. I was eating good at the time as well. But I'd say that the benefits I've still kept, and I'd say that it's genuinely reversed my brain. And one of the interesting things that I noticed was that my hangovers, which had slowly got worse all my life, as they do when you get older, they improved. And they were back to when I was a kid after these series of fasts. So as well as my mental health improving, and I've noticed lots of improvements there, I reversed my hangovers back to when I'm a teen again, and now I can have a good drink if I do every now and again. And the next day I'm all right, I'm ready to go again. And back before I did these series of fasts targeting my brain, these dry fasts, it was about 2 months I did them, about 4, I think it was 5. They seem to reverse the hangover. Well, they have that's something that stayed again, and it seems to be a case of I'll probably do the damage again over time, and maybe have to do it again in another 20 years or 30 years. So, but that won't be the case, because it's something I want to keep top on now. I think with the fasting, for me, it was a case of using a series of them to repair the damage. And now, since it's been using it in my life, the various tools of intermittent fasting and also the occasional extended fast, because I do the odd one when I can. I mean, sometimes I try them and fail it, and sometimes to the success. And I'll do a good 4-day fast a couple of times a year, maybe once a year. And I'm happy then. I think it staves off. I expect it to stave off things like cancer and the bad illnesses, because I'm a big believer that if you just do one of these, it's like maintenance. You clear up the bad stuff, and these diseases and illnesses, they don't get a chance to manifest because fasting just mops up all the main causes of them. So, like for me personally, it's been a game changer. It's changed my life, and I can't praise it enough. And as well as the good nutrition, which was a big part of things before I did these fasts, the fasts definitely played a massive part. And I'd recommend anyone look into extended fasting for brain health, because you get this. I mean, intermittent fasting is great for your inflammation and for other things like lowering your blood, because fasting is also good for lowering your blood sugar, cleaning up your insulin, stuff like that. And all these things do have interactions on your brain. Obviously, I mean, for me, the high blood sugar, when you have high blood sugar, it's causes me a lot of anxiety and like a stressy kind of vibe, fight or flight kind of feeling I get if I've got really high blood sugar. And the intermittent fasting sorts that out, a treat. So I'd say if you can manage it, I mean, obviously, people say talk to your doctor and all that crap, do you know what I mean? But whatever. So, like for me, just do your research, like be sensible about it. If you're on medication or you've got an illness, then I'd say talk to your doctor. But for your average person, it's something that's been built into us for years, do you know what I mean? So it's something I think a healthy person with no issues can do safely. I don't think there's many of them about saying that, like, but I mean, you know, someone who's not really severely ill, I think most people are okay with a fast, like. And yes, it's been shown to show so many health benefits, cure a lot of illnesses. But for me, personally, I'm promoting the extended 3-day plus fasting for brain repair. It's just like, because they used to say brain repair wasn't possible. And now it's kind of, it's all admitted. I mean, if you check the science of it, you'll see that I'm not making it up. It's all legit, you know what I mean? It's all proven stuff that all of these things that I'm saying happen. And there's a lot of other processes which I'm sure are beneficial to the brain in fasting as well, which I haven't covered or don't even know about. And it's something I'm a big believer in. It's something I think a lot of people should look into and try for themselves. And it's free, do you know what I mean? And in my case, I was desperate, and I would have done 7-8 days, do you know what I mean, to heal myself. And that's how I ploughed through it. I was desperate to heal, and it worked for me. Like, so it's sort of that if you're in a position like I was in, really desperate, looking for answers. First of all, obviously, as I say, I start with the mental health nutrition, and then if you really want to try something a bit more extreme and a bit more severe, go for the extended fasting, like, you know what I mean. But obviously, if you've got difficulties, it's physical problems, speak to your doctor, speak to someone who knows about this stuff, whether it'll affect it. But for most people, I'd say you're all right, go for it, go in hard, like. But then afterwards, back it up with good nutrition when you do a fast. So have the fast as the foundation and the cornerstone to a new you. So like you could use a fast to repair your brain, get back in the game, or even a series of fasts and do them around getting into the good nutrition. And then after that, just bang in the good nutrition and go on it, spin the plates forever, and then you're back in the game of life. So yeah, I'd say research it. Don't listen to me. I'm just planting seeds. So you go and research all this stuff for yourself. Look at all the trials reports and all that, and you see it's all legit. So yeah, take it easy and keep going, keep fighting the brain revolution. Speak soon.